Well, Avion, I wanted to ask you, what was it like starting your first game at quarterback? How did you feel? What was that experience like?
Well, it was a pretty surreal moment. I'm not gonna lie. It's been 3 years since I've actually like stepped on the field and competed, like actually like played. For the first start, I feel like this was a great game to start it off with. Going against Robert Morris, we got a big game coming up next week against Cincinnati, so we just gotta keep working, keep working.
Aveon, great performance. You guys got the win today. Just mission accomplished in that perspective. What were some of the lessons that you felt like were learned? Getting your first start today. Thinking about going into next week, big game like you said against Cincinnati. Like, what are some things that stood out to you, good and bad?
Well, I feel like just knowing the defensive like pre-snap and everything from watching film, it was important to know the different disguises and things that they were doing. I feel like next week I should do a better job of picking up on that because it's been times I missed them. I mean, but other than that, I feel like I did pretty well. Just more composed, more decisive in my decisions, and go from there.
How sweet are those open field pass breakups, down there on the 15, like you had that diving pass
Oh
breakup there.
yeah,
How's that feel for you?
it felt good, but I can't let him get behind me like that. Like I should have been on top of him so I could have been able to intercept that one. If I was in better position, I wouldn't have had to dive. But it did feel good though.
Uh, there's been some turnover in the secondary and everything coming into this year, but you had a lot of passes that were thrown at Kentucky. Did that prepare you somewhat for what they threw at you today?
Definitely, definitely. Kentucky was a good. It was a great start for us because we learned so much from going against the SEC team. Like we didn't prepare as hard as we should have for Kentucky, but we played hard out there and we played hard today. So as long as the effort's there, we just gotta continue to have our intent right and make sure that we just know our assignments and our alignment and just make sure we execute the defense how the coaches want us to.
You guys gave up that touchdown on the initial drive, but really held them at bay the rest of the game. Can you just talk about kind of the adjustment you guys made on defense after that first drive?
Oh yeah, after the first drive, they hit us with a trick play, kind of like block and go. So after that, we was like, all right, now we got to just be ready for them, ready for any tricks or dink and dinks like they try and do. And we was just make sure to stay deep and keep them in front of us. That's the main thing with us, just keep everything inside and in front.
Very good. Oh, we got one more here and we'll go. Just from a player standpoint, don't get many games, non-conference games here. What did it feel like to be able to come home and play in front of the home crowd?
Oh, it felt great today, man. There was a lot of fans, a lot of students. Everybody was there. Then it was the Hall of Fame ceremony, so it was just an amazing atmosphere for the first game of the year. Hopefully, we can keep this up all year long and just keep the fans coming out and keep the support rolling.